Alright guys, so here's a quick shop update. So I am well into the last quarter production cycle, and this here is the parts inventory for the CNC cut parts, and also cut parts too. There's our little bandsaw, and then of course the CNC machine. And then the steel rack, which is starting to get empty. So yeah, this fall I probably processed about $6,000 worth of steel, and I'm still not done. But I got the majority of the parts cut for the gasifier builds, and then we're building quite a few other things. We have some a new generator that we're developing, and the kilns. There's some kiln technology that I'm developing as well. And then we have the CFK outdoor kiln. These are some parts for those. Those are available. And then once we get through development of the new kilns, we'll bring them to market as outdoor kilns, but the intent is to combine them with CHP, but due to regulations, I don't know how we'll get around that. So as you can see, I started a weld process. And these are all the builds that I'm working on this week. These are the gasifier modules. So this is all done by process. We don't build one machine to start to finish anymore. We're done with that. So we build by process. So start out with CNC parts cut, and then we build an inventory. Once we have the inventory built, and we move on to weld, and then that's done by process. So right here we're doing the heat shield, and then all the intake port, the ash clean out port, the ignition port, and a port for a temp probe. And then you can see on the inside, and there's your heat shield and your coupling for your air intake. Okay, so, and then I forgot, these big guys here, those are the new Alpha. This is the M-4 Alpha. Now these ones here, those that, if you're watching this, you're probably familiar with our products. These are shells for the M3 utility gasifier. So if you've seen videos on that, this is how much bigger the Alpha is. So it's a bit taller. It's 2 inches wider and 2 inches longer. And it is designed to do a number, well, it's designed to fit a couple applications. But it is designed primarily to power the V-twins. And then this here is our new 5 kilowatt generator. 5 kilowatts running on wood gas, continuous, with possibly 10 kilowatts peak, probably more like 8 kilowatts peak on wood gas. If you're just discovering wood gas, you must realize that when you run an engine on wood gas, you have to derate the engine by 50%. For a dumb system. This is something that you're going to walk away from. You're not going to be able to intervene and make it run at optimum. 5 kilowatts is about the maximum that you can expect out of it, just sitting there running without any user intervention. However, this one will be a smart generator. It'll have our full automation. It'll have self-start capability. It'll have a touchscreen interface. This thing's actually going to be pretty cool. So if you've seen some of the advanced systems I built in the past, all that automation is going to get carried over to the generator side, and then we're going to leave the gasifier as simple, and they are designed now to interface directly with the generator. So there'll be some attachments and a plug plug-in harness to make the self-ignition work and turn the water drip system on and off. But this will actually have its own startup blower on board the generator. So even though your gasifier, if you have the RTR, you won't use that blower. That'll be like a backup for manual lighting or running a different application. And then this here, when you do the self-ignition system, or when you hit the self-run mode, it'll fire its own blower, which will be automated, and it'll have a electronic valve control. Something else we'll probably bring to market are these little barrel stoves. These are designed around the 16-gallon, 14-inch diameter drums. These used to be fairly common from automotive shops. That this is what these type of barrels are what they got their motor oil in bulk. All right, so take you around over here. This is the Doomsday Chevy. We'll be working on that this winter. On this, we'll be getting gasified, and that brings up the other application for the Alpha. Now with a jet change, this is designed so that it can run different jet sizes. So it might be possible to team two of these together to run a small block V8, or just run one and run an inline 4 or a 4-cylinder light duty pickup. So I will first convert my S10. I have a little, it's a 1989 square body S10 with a 2.5 liter. And one of these is going to be my demo, and that's what I plan to do with it. Is well, I'll be running all different types of stuff. That's going to be the cool thing about this, is it should be versatile enough to where it can run a truck, but it could also run a small generator. And that's where, well, like if you were to do a small block, these have the networking capability just like all the rest of the units, but these have additional networking capability where you could put a filter in between two of the units so it'll fit nicely in the back of a pickup. And then your filter will be shared in between the two. And then you'll have the ability to run just one or both of them. And if you wanted to run a small generator, you could just leave one off and run a generator off of one unit. So that is where we're at. Things are going pretty good this week with the weld fab. I did fall behind with CNC due to one of the drives on the the motor drives for the controls failed, those black boxes there. So that was a 2-week delay because I had to order it, and it came out of Canada, and it took 2 weeks to get here. So that set me a couple weeks behind. But once I got that going, things went pretty smooth. And then with the new machine designs optimized for production, that's really helped. So I think I'll probably be done with all of these this week, and then I'll move on to the fusions and then the kilns, and then I have a number of the 5 kilowatt generators that it'll be producing. Those will be I have one that'll be another full build like this one using the Predator, and then the other ones will be in a kit version, so it won't come with the generator head or the engine. They'll just be kits, and then you can put whatever you want in there. But you'll have my automation system, and then the blower, and all this will have a small ammo box filter that'll fit on the back of here. So we'll have additional filtering, and then of course all the controls to control the whole thing from the touch screen. So you won't have any manual operations. You'll just push buttons and it'll do it on its own. So anyways, that's where I am at. So again, thanks for watching.